Charisma is often perceived as an elusive trait, a blend of confidence, charm, and social acumen that makes someone exceptionally compelling and persuasive. While many strive to enhance their charisma, certain behaviors can inadvertently sabotage these efforts. Here, we explore 3 such behaviors that can destroy charisma: over-explaining, using jargon, and giving unsolicited advice. 1. Over-explaining, drowning in details. One of the most common charisma killers is the tendency to over-explain. This behavior involves providing excessive details and background information in conversations, often leading to information overload for the listener. While the intent may be to ensure clarity or to appear knowledgeable, it often has the opposite effect. Why over-explaining is detrimental: reduces engagement. Over-explaining can cause the listener to lose interest. When bombarded with too many details, people tend to tune out, missing the core message. Conveys insecurity. Over-explaining can signal a lack of confidence. It may seem like you're trying too hard to justify your points, which can undermine your perceived competence. Wastes time. In professional and social settings, time is valuable. Being concise and to the point is often more appreciated and respected. How to avoid over-explaining. Focus on key points. Identify the main message you want to convey and stick to it. Provide only the necessary details to support your point. Read the room. Pay attention to your listener's body language and feedback. If they seem disengaged, it might be time to wrap up your explanation. Practice brevity. Develop the habit of summarizing your points. Practice delivering your messages in a concise manner. 2. Using jargon or overly technical language. Another charisma-destroying behavior is the use of jargon or overly technical language. While it may be tempting to use sophisticated terms to showcase your expertise, it often alienates those who are not familiar with the terminology. Why jargon is harmful. Creates distance. Using jargon can make others feel excluded from the conversation. It creates a barrier between you and your audience, leading to misunderstandings and disengagement. Appears pretentious. Overuse of technical language can come across as an attempt to impress, rather than communicate. This can make you seem arrogant or out of touch with your audience. Hinders clarity. Clear communication is key to charisma. Jargon often complicates the message, making it harder for others to understand your point. How to avoid jargon. Know your audience. Tailor your language to the knowledge level of your audience. Use simple, clear terms that everyone can understand. Simplify your message. Whenever possible, explain concepts in plain language. If you must use technical terms, provide brief explanations. Ask for feedback. Check in with your audience to ensure they're following. Encourage questions and be open to clarifying points. 3. Giving unsolicited advice. The third behavior that can undermine charisma is the habit of giving unsolicited advice. While offering help or solutions can be well-intentioned, doing so without being asked often backfires. Why unsolicited advice is problematic. Imposes on others. Unsolicited advice can make people feel as though their ability to solve their own problems is being undermined. Can be perceived as intrusive and condescending. Disrupts the conversation. Jumping in with advice can derail the natural flow of a conversation, making it seem like you're more interested in imposing your views than listening. Creates resistance. People are more likely to resist advice they didn't ask for. It can create defensiveness and reduce the likelihood that your advice will be considered. How to avoid giving unsolicited advice. Listen first. Focus on understanding the other person's perspective. Show empathy and validate their feelings before offering any advice. Ask permission. Before giving advice, ask if it's welcome. Simple phrases like, "Would you like some advice?" or "Can I share a suggestion?" can make a big difference. Support instead of solve. Sometimes, people just need someone to listen and offer support rather than solutions. Be a sounding board rather than a problem solver. Conclusion. Charisma is a powerful tool in both personal and professional realms, but it can be easily undermined by certain behaviors. Over-explaining, using jargon, and giving unsolicited advice are common pitfalls that can detract from your ability to connect with others. By focusing on clear, concise communication, using language that is accessible to your audience, and offering advice only when it's welcomed, you can enhance your charisma and build stronger, more meaningful connections.